On the line is Dan Smyers of Dan and Shay. Good morning.
What's happening, brother? Good to talk to you.
Great. How's life in Nashville right now?
So good, man. The sun's shining. It's a beautiful day. It's going to be awesome. I got a lot of work to do, kind of working in the studio, but I wish I could get out to the lake or something, man. I wish I could get outside.
We're really looking forward to seeing you guys this Saturday at 2:35 at the Winstock Country Music Festival happening in Winstead, Minnesota. It's been quite a ride so far, hasn't it?
It's been a blast. It's a dream come true. I always have to pinch myself and make sure we're not dreaming. We still might be dreaming, but it's crazy. We got together about 2 years ago, and, this has happened relatively quickly, and all this cool stuff has happened, and, we think back on it, and it's just like, man, we've done this, this, and this, and it's insane, man. It's awesome. It really is great. So thank you guys for making it happen.
Well, we love playing your music on the radio here. What's the correct pronunciation? Is it Dan and Shay or Dan plus Shay? I always see the little plus sign in there. What is the official pronunciation?
The official word, man. No, it's and. It's a duo, and we just put the plus sign in there because we thought it was a cool way to make it look, I don't know, different. But the way we see it, somebody was like, it's confusing. It's and, it's plus. We're just like, hey, if people are talking about us, they could say whatever they want. Yeah, it's officially when we said it's Dan and Shay.
It's not the Oneaters.
No, the Oneaters and Wonders.
Hey, congrats on the success of Where It All Began, too, man. You've got hit songs in there. 19, You and Me, love that song. Show You Off.
Man.
Got a new single here, Nothing Like You. And where were you the first time you heard your song on the radio? Where were you?
We were actually in Nashville, and we kind of got a tip from our friend who worked at a radio station and said, hey, it's going to be on at this time. We honestly we were writing a song that day. We ran out to the car. We cranked it up. It was actually Shay's, and we blasted it. I think we blew out its speakers because we were so excited, man. I mean, it's just like that magical feeling of hearing your song on the radio. That it's surreal, and still to this day, every time we hear our song on the radio, we text each other and we get super excited. It never gets old, man. It's like a kid in Christmas morning or something. It's wild.
Earlier in your career, when you became, just before you were Dan and Shay, you made a tent out of sheets in your apartment just to keep warm?
This is true, man. This is true. It was a dark time in Nashville, literally. There's minimal electricity, but I was living there writing songs and just trying to get by and couldn't afford to pay for anything. And we went to the thrift store and bought just a bunch of sheets and stacked them up and kind of tented out around the living room. And we all kind of just huddled around and wrote songs and hung out. And, man, that was like, we didn't know any better. We were having a great time. And I don't know why people would want to come over our house, but Shay came over with a buddy and, just a bunch of musicians sitting there singing acoustic songs. And we hit it off, and we started singing together, and we decided to write the next day. We probably haven't taken a day off from writing ever since. Go to Nashville and build a tent. It's the best advice I can give you.
Paychecks are a little better now than the word just working for tips out on the street there.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope that.
You guys travel a lot, I know, from show to show. You get to see a lot of America. What's your favorite way, or how do you kill time when you're on the bus?
Man, I like working out. I like getting out and running. That's a good way to see cities. If you're in a different place you've never been before, just kind of take off and just start cruising, and that kills a little bit of time. But we also have a little mobile studio rig on the bus, so we like to stay busy writing songs. I like to always be getting better at recording.
You opened for Blake Shelton. Blake ever play any pranks on you, or maybe you on them?
Yeah, man, it's funny because we had heard that Blake is a prankster, so we wanted to set the record straight and prank him first. So he had told us this story about when he went out to the West Coast to do The Voice. He told his day-to-day manager that he needed a pair of basketball shoes because he likes playing hoops, which is a funny thing in itself. But, he had told him that, and his manager, assumed that he wore, a size 16 shoe. And Blake was like, what are you talking about, man? I'm like an 11. And he got him these size 16 shoes. So we bought them. We went out and bought the ugliest pair of shoes. I think they were honestly size 18. They were green and white and orange. And we got Neil McCoy in on it. We went up to Blake's bus, and we're like, Blake, we saw you playing basketball out there. I know you're not as up on the trends as we are. We're young and we're in touch with all these people, and these are the hot shoes. And Neil was like, oh, dude, I've seen everybody wearing those. He basically hyped them on these shoes that he thought they were so cool. We were hoping Blake would be like, yeah, those are pretty cool, man. But Blake, he took about 30 seconds. He's like, you guys are idiots, man. Those are the worst shoes I've ever seen. So It was pretty funny, man. It was a good moment.
Did you ever have stage fright at all or anything like that?
I got stage fright a little bit when we played the ACM. We played at Cowboys Stadium. It was great. We were super excited for it. We were pumped and we were confident until the minute we got on stage. I think, like, Taylor Swift was in the crowd and George Strait's, like, sitting across the way and all these cats. And it's like, I could hear the cue in my ears and I could also hear my heart beating through the microphone. It was wild. But it was fun. You know, once we got started and going, we were all good. It was just that moment.
Dan, what's the most unusual thing you've autographed?
Ooh, I don't know. It's pretty crazy when people ask us to autograph their phone. You know, it's like, that's a big deal. That's a big step. But you know, we autograph a good bit of shoes and boots, and it's always kind of weird when people take off their boots and ask us to sign those. But hey, we're down. We'll sign whatever, man. We're here for the fans.
What can our listeners expect to see at Winstock this coming Saturday?
Well, for one, it's on a weekend, so that's going to be a party in itself. It's going to be a great time. But we're gonna bring the heat, man. It's summertime. It's going to be nice outside, and we're going to will that to happen. And it's going to be a high energy show. It's going to be in your face, up tempo, and a lot of fun, man. You know, we're going to be having fun on stage. We love being out on the road, so that's going to translate. And then we're going to jump off stage and come out in the crowd and hang out with the fans. We love doing that.
Sounds great, Dan. Thanks so much. And Dan and Shay, this coming Saturday afternoon at the Winstock Country Music Festival. Cannot wait to see you guys.
Looking forward to it, man. Great chatting with you.